So originally my plan was to do a top 5 and bottom 5 cosplays that I've worn. But then I saw this video pop up on my recommended by Emiru and thought that was a way better idea, so I'm stealing it. Thank you, Emiru. Her video is great, by the way, so go watch it. I have gathered every single cosplay I've ever worn all the way from 2009 until 2022, and I'm going to rank them in chronological order and on the classic tier ranking system from S down to F. And I guess I'm gonna start at the very beginning with Pikachu! This probably belongs in fine, I guess, for my very first costume. Like, it is just okay. It's pretty much exactly what you'd expect from a first-time cosplayer. I have no wig. That's my real hair. It's just a t-shirt with Sharpie on it and a hat that I borrowed from my partner at the time. You know, it's not like that cringy. It's perfectly acceptable weeb teenager behavior. The next one, however, is from my Talia phase, when I dressed up as England. And you can't tell who I am, because I'm not really wearing the character's outfit, like, even a little bit. It's just a t-shirt with the Union Jack on it, an unstyled blonde wig that I once again borrowed. You can't see the big bushy eyebrows underneath the hair. And some jeans. And nobody recognized me at this convention, and I was really upset that nobody did. But, like, obviously, you can't tell who I am! The next one is also gonna be a big ol' fucking F from me. Nobody's gonna know who this is. It's Ritsuka from an old BL manga called Loveless, where they were cat boys. I do not remember, like, anything about the plot of this series, just that it had cat boys. Many years later, when I was out of high school, I did do a cosplay in college when I was in Chicago, and it was Raven from Teen Titans. You've probably seen this if you've been following me for a long time, because I did a redo of this as well. And again, it's fine. It's a fine costume. In this image specifically, I didn't have the face paint on, but I did wear it to the convention center. Just can't find those pictures. I think I got that cape off of Etsy, but I made the rest of it. And I was pretty proud of it. The wig styling was good. I remember my friend came in from out of town and we both dressed up together to go to a Chicago convention. Oh, this beauty? Yeah, you know where it goes. Despite how early it was in my cosplay career, that's one of my proudest costumes. Especially being able to cosplay it with my spouse. And we look exactly like those fucking characters. One of my favorite things I've ever done. Now we have my very first armor that I built. I really like how it turned out for my very first build, but it's just pretty dang great. It's maybe not my favorite. I didn't understand painting on shading at this time, and the entire thing was made out of Warble. It was very heavy and very sweaty, but it still looked great. It looked great. Oh god, I did Ginny Weasley, also with my partner as Harry, and I just don't like the way it turned out. I made a whole broom from scratch. I, like, individually glued the bristles for this broom, and then the convention was on the other side of the country and I couldn't bring the fucking broom with me. What was the point of making the broom? This is a costume that I didn't really get pictures of. These are two of the only photos I have of Ancient Armor Link. I really like how this turned out. I'm gonna put it in my favorites because look at the lights! Look how cool that looks! I competed with this at Anime Expo. Didn't win anything, but I'm still very proud of it. Lola Bunny! It's fine. I didn't put a lot of effort into this one. It's okay. Dovahkiin. Another one I really didn't get any photos of. It's good. It's good. Toothless! The only reason this is getting a higher ranking is because I happen to be wearing this on the same day Jessica Negri was wearing her Light Fury costume, and I got to find her, and I did a mating dance for her, and it was one of my happiest moments at a convention ever. The overall costume, I don't actually like. This would be a dislike if this moment hadn't happened. Rooster Teeth armor. Sexy Gandalf. Pretty great. That was a good one. Ooh, the Odogaron armor from Monster Hunter is one of my favorites. Also, still very proud of that. And I think I'm going to be giving this to one of my friends to wear. I'm excited to see her in it. Tennis Peach! A costume that was bought for me. I'm very grateful to have it. I thought it was pretty cute, but it's just good. Here is where we hit 2018, where my actual cosplay career started. I was opening my Patreon for the first time, and what better character to open it with than Bowsette. She's pretty dang great. That's a classic. Tharja, ugh, goth waifu, pretty dang fucking great, if I do say so myself. Here is the finale episode of season 1 of She-Ra, I believe, where I made like a full chest suit of armor, and I tried to make it out of foam, and it did not turn out well. In person, this looked like garbage. Photos turned out okay, I guess. I'm gonna put it in fine. My fairy outfit, this technically isn't a cosplay, but I really like it. It's one of my favorites. Officer Jenny from Pokemon.
Arcanine! Flamethrower!
Arcanine!
This photo in particular, I'm just so happy about. We just happened to be in downtown LA, and we came across this blue motorbike, the exact same shade as Officer Jenny's outfit, and she rides a motorbike in the old anime. I was just really pleased to find that, and all the streets were shut down during our photo shoot, so we had so much space and room. It was awesome. But overall, because this is like just a pre-bought, easy to wear costume, I'm just gonna put it in good. Bikini Neptune, pretty good. Cammy from Genlock. This was a piece I made entirely from scratch, and I had to make it look like sci-fi armor instead of like fantasy armor, which was my usual gig. I do like it. It's not a favorite though, because I have complicated feelings about Rashida. Fantasy Suyu? It's fine. Mifa. Armored Mifa from Breath of the Wild. Maybe an unpopular opinion, but I dislike this costume. I designed it too. I designed the outfit for myself, but I hated wearing it, and I hated how the photos turned out. Sakurajima Mai. It's good. I'm really grateful to this bookstore for letting me walk around in a bunny suit. I didn't even have to pay. Spider-Gwen, pretty dang great. Being able to go up to the rooftop to take these photos was very fun. It's just a bodysuit though, you know? Not that much effort. Still turned out good. Gerudo Zelda. Oh baby. Also one of my more popular costumes and one of my favorites. Gonna go right there. I also designed the artwork for this one and then based my costume off of that. Bikini Crowley from Good Omens. It's fine. It's a lewd outfit. Like, I get why people like it, but as a cosplay, it's fine. Mothman? Fuck yeah. Halloween Noe, also one of my favorites. One of my first sewing projects that I did entirely from scratch, and I'm really, really happy with how it turned out. The only downside is with a lot of the photos, I didn't get any pictures of the hat that I worked so hard on. You can only see it from the underside, under the brim of the hat. So I'm a fucking idiot. Tatsumaki from One Punch Man. This is good. This is good.
Fuyukai! Kiete!
And then a whole 10 years later in 2019, 10 years after I did the first Pikachu cosplay, I did another version of Pikachu. And it's also fine. Even through 10 years of improvement, which like clearly I got better at this. It's still just a fine costume. Riza Hawkeye. Good. One of my best girls, but overall the costume was good. Goose. Man, I had really negative feelings during the photo shoot. I really wasn't just feeling it. I was like self-conscious and miserable, and I ended up staining the dress by sitting on dirt like an idiot. But I can't deny that it's really goofy and fun, so I'm gonna put it in pretty great. Kiki! I didn't like this one. I didn't like how it turned out. The wig's not cute on me. The dress isn't cute on me. My makeup was kind of boring and ugly. Sorry, Kiki. Edelgard! I love her. I love her so much. I love the way this shoot turned out. I love this location we went to. Even if it's a fully like pre-made outfit, I'm still very happy with it. Ball Guy! Pretty great. This was fun to wear at a convention because people got a kick out of it. Lady Saros from Fire Emblem Three Houses. is one of my favorites. I looked so good in this photo shoot. These pics turned out amazing. Lilu Dallas Multipass. Lilu. You're good, but not great. You're good. Ooh, Ghost in the Shell. Pretty dang great. This was a cool shoot. I had a lot of fun. We were nervous about shooting at night on the rooftop in Los Angeles, but I'm pretty happy with these photos in this costume. Danny Sexbang. Game Gyaru Daniela. One of my favorites. I have so much fun every time I shoot with Cece, and we've also done 2 more Game Gyaru cosplays that I just haven't really posted yet, and I'm excited to show them all, even though nobody cares about these characters but me. This is an original character named Cherry from an artist I like, and I've just been seeing Cherry artwork on my timeline on Twitter for such a long time, and I love her design. It's so simple and so cute and so sexy. And despite the fact that it's not like a beloved, famous character or anything like that, it's like a Twitter artist or OC, I still really love this cosplay, so it is one of my favorites. Jinx from League of Legends, not Arcane. I didn't really like it. I didn't like how it turned out. This cosplay just doesn't suit me, and I do fully believe that you should be able to cosplay who you want despite your body type or ability, gender, sex, yada yada yada. None of that matters in cosplay. Do what makes you happy. And I just kind of wanted to cosplay Jinx, but in the end it didn't suit me. It didn't feel right. Broom Bowsette, however, one of my favorites. That costume is so cute. My boobies look awesome. Tom Nook from the new Animal Crossing. Not very popular, nobody liked this costume, but I thought it was pretty dang great. I thought it looked good. I painted that shirt by hand. Now we have 3 Haruhi Suzumiyas in a row. Bunny Girl, Cheerleader, and School. Bunny Girl? Good. Can't go wrong with the Bunny Girl. Cheerleader? Dislike. It wasn't very cute for me. It's kind of a boring outfit. Classic? Also good. I feel like I really captured her. Haruno Sakura from Naruto. The most fun about this costume was actually the editing, not exactly wearing it, so it's fine, I guess. Mitsuri? Oh, baby girl. One of my favorites. This is a good photo shoot. USPS-chan, these are both in the same month. In 2020 now. Also one of my favorites. Also crazy popular. I got on so many like indie news stations for that and interviewed by like actual publications. That was really cool, and a lot of people donated to the USPS in order to get pictures of me in this outfit. So DDLC, Monica, just Monica. I feel like if I don't put her in favorite, she's gonna come through the screen and kill me. Lucy from Elfen Lied? This one, overall the cosplay is just good. I think the photo shoot was pretty dang great, but for the cosplay, just good. Ray from High School of the Dead. Oh, I hated this one. Bruce Willis from Die Hard. Because, what's the character's name? It's not Bruce Willis. Bruce Willis is the actor. Whatever, Bruce Willis. Pretty dang great.
Jesus.
We already had Officer Jenny, now we have Nurse Joy. Nurse Joy's good. She's good. Christmas Sonico. Good. Haru from Beastars. I loved this photo shoot. I had a lot of fun, but it also wasn't popular. It didn't perform well. And sometimes when a cosplay doesn't do well, despite me loving it, it makes me feel a little bit bitter. And I know I shouldn't feel that way. I know how something performs on social media. It doesn't always have to do with how good it actually is. So I know it's irrational to feel that way, but I do, unfortunately. So because of those complicated feelings, it's kind of going good instead of great. Bunny Peach, though, goes in great. It performed well, it's cute, my boobs looked good, and my butt looked awesome. Classic Season 1 Izuku Midoriya, aka Deku from My Hero Academia. Also good. Mahito from Jujutsu Kaisen, who killed poor Junpei, but he's hot, so it's okay. They're good. Luchador Pikachu. The only thing good about this photo shoot was that I got a little oily, and that's kind of hot. Otherwise, it's fine. Wedding Sonico. Okay. This figure and artwork I love, and I think Sonico is so cute. Just adorable. But I hated the way I looked in this cosplay. Going through the photos, I was just like, oh god, like this is not flattering. It's not a cute costume on me. Like, how is she so cute and I just don't match up? Dark Cosmic Lux. I also have very complicated feelings about this one because I did make this for a contest and I didn't end up finishing it in time for the contest because I lost all the footage of me working on it, and that was so demotivating that I put it away for like months. I didn't even bother finishing. And finally got out of storage to finish it just so I could have it out of storage and done and get the photo shoot done. And then I got it all done and I thought it looked pretty cool. I knew in the end that it wasn't contest worthy. Like if I had finished and entered the contest, I wouldn't have even placed. I knew it wasn't that good. And once it was finally posted, nobody liked it. I thought it was like, wow, I did this like full costume from scratch, like I put twinkly stars in it and it lights up and I'm like, oh, this, people love Lux. But no, this was not popular. And despite how hard I worked on it, having such like a mediocre response sucks. So it's fine, I guess. Yui from Angel Beats is fine, I guess. Oh, this is Haruka from Sailor Moon, but like in a pantsuit. And I dislike this one. I didn't like how it came out. I know it's hot, the boobies are there, but overall the photo shoot was meh. Gosh, we're getting so close to the end here. Summer Byleth from Fire Emblem. Do a lot of Fire Emblem cosplays. And Summer Byleth, pretty dang great. Another one that I made from scratch, and I'm happy with how it turned out. Bakugo. Pretty great. Not one of my favorites, but I do really, really like it. Bakugo is one of my favorite characters, and the photo shoot was really fun, and the photos turned out good. Howl. Pretty dang great. I had a great time shooting with Sabrina as my Sophie. So lovely. I love doing group photos and couple photos. It's so much fun. Another duo shoot that I did with Cece of Beach Ryuko from Kill la Kill. And this costume didn't quite fit me. It was just a pre-made bikini and my ass crack was kind of showing the whole time. And it made me feel awkward because the beach was really crowded. Inosuke. Oh, my sweet baby boy Inosuke. I also hated the way I felt during this photo shoot. I was miserable. Sometimes that happens. Like, I'm like really excited to shoot a character, but as soon as we start taking photos, I just get so demotivated because my brain chemistry is fucked. But Inosuke is also one of my favorite characters, so he's pretty dang great. Fantasy Deku. That's good. Cyberpunk Nezuko. Oof. Pretty dang great, but not a favorite because of how fucking uncomfortable it was. I couldn't feel my fingers in this costume. It was so tight. Oh, and here we come to my biggest build ever, the one I'm most proud of. Iron Inquisitor Kale from League of Legends. This is one that I entirely made from scratch. It's my first time making wings. It's my first time making something of this scale. These photos are absolutely fucking stunning. The video that we got was absolutely fucking stunning. I'm so happy with it. So like this one, probably one of my top favorites. Even though I don't care about the character all that much, as far as League goes, Lux is my favorite. But when picking this for the cosplay contest, which Lux, all the way down in Fine I guess, was for the same contest just a year prior. But when picking this for the contest, I was looking for costumes that would bring that wow factor. And with her giant wings, I figured that's pretty wow. So I made it, and I wasn't sure if it would turn out, but it did. It was wow. When I finished it, I'm really, really impressed with myself. Now we're going to scale it back a little bit, go with something simple. A bra with a bunch of cotton balls glued to it with my sexy no jutsu Naruto. It's good. I mean, like, I nailed it. That's what she looks like, so it's good. Shoujo Ass Williams also good. Mima from Perfect Blue. I got this dress commissioned, and I love it. It fits like a fucking glove. It makes my tits look awesome. It's pretty dang great. Marion Lavore from Critical Role. Absolutely one of my favorites. It's up there with Kale as one of my favorites, despite the fact that it's so much less effort. And I hate body paint, but despite that, I love this costume. Critical Role is so close to my heart that, like, being able to pull off this character and feel like I'm doing her justice, like, oh, that just makes me so happy. Another My Hero character, Todoroki. It's good. Sexy Jack Skellington from The Nightmare Before Christmas. It's good. The makeup was the fun part. Viktor Nikiforov, but in a workout uniform. It's fine. It's pretty uninspired, like, it's just kind of a lewd, fun outfit. Victor is also another one of my favorite characters, and I have his skating outfit that I haven't been able to wear yet. Another Ryuko, but this time in her classic school uniform. I'm gonna go with good. It's between good and fine for me. I'm also not very attached to this character, but I can acknowledge that the photo shoot and costume turned out good. Dark Magician Girl, the redesign that I very recently made, and my last video is one of my favorites. This turned out really, really great. I'm so happy with it. We have my most recent costumes, the ones that are coming out currently as I'm filming this on my Patreon. We have another My Hero character. It's Froppy. She's, I think, my favorite girl in My Hero. And I'm gonna put her in good. And then last, for now, Marin Kitagawa. Oh, my baby.
So, cosplay.
I love you so much. Putting her in my favorites because we got to shoot in this Japanese classroom. I love Marin Kitagawa. She's like one of the best girls to ever be animated lately. I adore her. And I thought I looked cute. Here we have the final count for all of my cosplay. There are actually a lot fewer in the negative sections than I thought there would be. I thought I would actually dislike more of what I've made. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like looking back, I have a more negative view on my cosplays, but there's actually quite a lot in my favorites. Ones that I'm, like, really, really proud of, even if they're not very, you know, high effort, if that makes sense. Like, a lot of them are pre-made outfits or things that I just found on Amazon or in a thrift store. But despite that, I'm still really happy with how they came out because I feel like I just brought it during the photo shoot, or during the editing, or during the makeup. Like, something about all of those elements together make it my favorite. And on top of that, if it's a character I also really love. I would genuinely like to know if you agree with my listings. I have a feeling that due to personal biases among favorite characters and stuff, or people that you just don't know who they are, you'll have a lot different opinions on these, as I will. And I want to know them. So if you're surprised by any of my own rankings of my cosplay, let me know. I do actually want to hear. And if there's any that you agree with, please let me know. I have a feeling that most people are going to put Judy in their favorites. Most people are going to put Dark Magician Girl and Kale in their favorites because those ones are just very cool. Thanks for watching. If you got this far, I really appreciate it. You can find me here, and you can support me here if you like. This is where all of my cosplay goes. Like, every photo that I take, every video that I take, all of the behind the scenes, voting on what cosplays I do, all of that goes here. So if you want to support me for as little as $3 a month, you can do that. Okay, thanks! Bye! Should I put Pokemon behind me instead of a dragon? I have Chansey too, but he's all the way up on a shelf and I don't feel like getting him, so.